Welcome to Wednesday with Wendy. Today I've been very reflective, especially since my daughter just turned 16 on Monday. And as you all know, if you have a teenager, it can be a challenging time. And so, as I was contemplating what I wanted to share with you today, I decided that I want to share a personal story, and which brings me to the title of this video, which is how to let our teens give us nuggets of wisdom that heals and renews our relationship with them. And ages 14, 15, they're challenging years because they're wanting to know who they are as an individual. And sometimes we can have some communication gaps. I know that it's talking to a 15-year-old makes me feel old because there is such a difference in, like a 30-year age difference, and it's hard to understand them. It's hard for them to understand us. So I just wanted to share this personal story about, the day after she got her driver's license. She got a driver's license on Monday, and it was a very exciting day. She had been working hard for towards it all the last 6 months, and yesterday I decided that I would let her help me and also hopefully learn something new about taking care of a car. So we needed to get the stickers renewed. And, up until yesterday, I have been driving next to her. I've been her teacher for the last 6 months on how to drive, and it can be very stressful. And I can feel that the last 6 months is definitely kind of getting me into a place of stress that, I have worked so many years to try to heal myself from getting into those triggers, and just let it going with the flow and letting things roll off my back. So this last 6 months has been really challenging in actually practicing what I preach, practicing what I've learned. And so this morning I was just thinking about how much our teens are our teachers. And if we are able to take a moment, like I did today, I took a moment to meditate, and I try to meditate every day because I like to start my day centered and grounded, calm, cool, collect, so that I can approach my day and my family with more patience and just with an open mind and an open heart. So today, as I was asking my spirit guides, what is it that I need to teach about today? And it was about the power of attention. That's what came to my mind this morning as I was clearing my thoughts, clearing my head, and just focusing on my heart and focusing on the light around me. And especially this morning, it was raining, and I took that time to meditate while I was reading, and it was just beautiful to have that cleansing experience of my mind, my heart, and all my surroundings at the same time. So the message came through was attention, and this is the nugget of wisdom that my spirit guides guided me to share with you. That, and also that when we when we step back to kind of look and reflect on how teaching has actually, there's been a reverse role many times where I am the student, or even simultaneously, I am the student. And when we can stand back and just realize that, just make a shift in our mind, we're able to approach our relationship with our kids in a much different and more grounded and centered way. And that is really what I wanted to kind of bring this whole story together and kind of bring it back to how reflection on making this shift from teacher to student, and how our attention is super powerful in creating this shift, and then the benefits of making that shift, and realizing how this shift in attention and letting go of practicing letting go of the triggers, and just really focusing on the student aspect of this relationship helps us to let go of the need to control every little thing. And being a helicopter parent, I found myself becoming that helicopter parent a few times over the last few months. And so this morning, I just was reminded that, yesterday when I allowed my daughter to go ahead and drive by herself, that it's interesting, she came back, and her report back after she was done, and I asked her what her experience was. She says, I really like driving by myself. And that just made me think of she's, she says, I'm able to pay attention to everything around me. I'm able to really focus on what I'm doing. And I don't have you sitting there next to me telling me what to do all the time. So that was just a really, that was just a nugget of wisdom in itself. When she said, I'm just it feels so good to just do this by myself without you sitting next to me. And she's able to use her attention, right? She's able to focus more without me sitting there. And so it just gave me the opportunity to just kind of relax around what's going on, and to realize, oh my goodness, she's really stepping into her own unique person. And by me standing back and allowing her to go ahead and experience this newfound freedom by herself, that she's able to practice what I've taught her. So I think this really can tie into so many other parts of our life, where when we're learning something new, it's important to have a mentor or a teacher, but there becomes a time when it's time to step back from that teacher and mentor and start practicing what we've learned from our teacher or mentor, and really tune into our attention. Our attention is our power, and how we use our attention to practice what we've learned and integrate it into our own unique way, that really helps us to grow internally and understand who we really are as a unique individual. We're gaining tools from a teacher, and then we realize, okay, I've learned a lot. It's time for me to practice what I've learned and use my attention to remember and recall and reflect and practice it and just integrate it into our everyday life and actually make it part of who we are, not make it who we are, but part of who we are. So that's really, part of these nuggets of wisdom that I feel like I'm gaining from my teenagers is that process doesn't stop. I want that for my kids. I want them to learn and grow and take what they've learned and help them grow into their own unique individual. So that means I need to step back as a teacher and start and be the student for a moment. And that doesn't even and I don't even have to say anything. I don't even have to it's just what I'm learning is just for me and my heart. And then maybe down the road when she's a little older, we can have these conversations about what I learned from her when she turned 16 and when I allowed her to go off on her own and practice everything that I had taught her over the last 6 months and how that made me feel and how that taught me how to let go of needing for her to be who she was when she was 10, who she was when she was 5, and I really think that that's what our kids want to do is they're wanting to find out who they are with our guidance, but not to just kind of stand back and watch it at times. So it's a cycle that I just see happening over and over again, even in my own personal life, in my business. I've seen this happen where I've found a mentor or a teacher and I've learned from them and then there comes to a point where, I've learned what I need to learn from them and it's time for me to step back and practice what I've learned and integrate that into my life and help me grow as an individual. And I just feel like when we as humans are naturally drawn to personal growth, and we're wanting to grow and learn and grow constantly, and so we can be that support for our kids, as well as everybody in their life that they, everybody from all their teachers from elementary school and junior high and high school and all the teachers that and grandparents and aunts and uncles and all the people that we surround our kids with, and just watch them grow and just pick up on these golden nuggets. I just really think that the golden nuggets helps us to kind of come back into our center and helps us display to our kids that we're okay with them making mistakes, and we're okay with them trying new things and making changes and doing new things in their life to help them grow, and gives us opportunities to heal and renew our relationships with them. I know it's very difficult at times for us to feel like we have that deep connection we want with our kids, and to feel loved, and for them to feel love from us. But this teacher always just coming back to the teacher-student dynamic in our relationships helps us kind of be humble and just take a step back and just go inward and come to our center and just realize we're all just trying to find out who we really are, and we want to be unique in the world, and we want to find our gifts that contribute to who we are as a person, and gives us vitality and joy and happiness in our life. So really what I wanted to kind of make this full circle with what I'm talking about in this personal story that I'm sharing is that when we allow our kids to practice what we teach them in their way, it lets them be their own unique person, and creates this, develops this respect and trust between parent and child, and that can grow as they get older. So repairing those lines of communication by allowing that trust and respect to happen, and that they know that we can send them off and go drive on these busy roads and get home safely. It's a challenge as a parent, but I think that when we stand back and just look at the bigger picture of what's really happening here, we're actually, we're letting go. We're letting go of what they were, and we're embracing what they're becoming, and we're repairing lines of communication. We're repairing lines of respect and trust. And I just feel like that was just something that was on my heart today that I wanted to share with you. And so if you like topics like this, give me a thumbs up. I love talking about connection and helping you or giving you little nuggets of wisdom that may help you in your relationships with your kids and your spouse and your families. So if you like topics like this, give me a thumbs up, and I will definitely do more videos like this. And I really just want to show you my gratitude just say to you that I'm super grateful for you for watching this video, and I love the opportunity to share my heart with you. And if you have any comments about what we just talked about today, please comment below. Let me know what your personal experience is in these challenging times of making that shift and from teacher to student, and learning from our kids and repairing those lines of communication. And I would just love to hear what you have to say. So comment below, and I will see you next week with more videos like this. And like I said, I'm so grateful for you joining me today, and I will see you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.